What's going on, everybody? I just want to talk to you real quick. Let's get started. It's so important in each and every day of your life to keep moving. Keep trying to be healthier than what you once was, physically, mentally, and spiritually. So many people in this world today is giving up on themselves, on their dang selves. Don't even want to try no more. Don't even want to run no more. Don't even want to show up anymore. Sometimes it's so important just to be yourself, just to be able to show yourself approval. When you give up on life and you give up on yourself, you become in an atmosphere where you are not yourself anymore. You just are a mere factor of what you used to be and what you should be. Sometimes it takes you to run to the finish just for you to get there. Sometimes it takes you to believe in yourself enough just for you to get there. I got people in my family right now that's giving up hope on themselves. Not even trying to get up on a machine just like this and run. Not trying to move their body. Because the more you take care of your body, the more healthier your life will be. The more better your life will be. The more agile your life will be. The more you won't have to worry about you being on crutches. The more you won't have to worry about you having to bend over all the time. And all it takes is a moment. Just one moment to get to almost 100, to get to 100 meters. 100 meters in a mile. So half a mile is 500 meters, which turns out to be 500 yards. So I want you to understand, no matter what in life, to change your frame of mind, you gotta keep moving. To change your altitude, you have to keep transforming everything else around you. Everybody got a time and place when they're gonna leave this place. But all together, if you keep moving, you keep doing your best, you get right and you fix the things that you have done wrong. You can't change what you did yesterday. You can't change what you did last year. But you can sure enough stand up and change what you do today. You can change your atmosphere. You can change how you feel. You can change the things around you. But all it takes is you to put one foot after the other, one foot after another, and keep moving. And don't give up. See, one thing I've learned in my 30 years of living, about to be 31, is that no matter what you do, as long as you work hard at it, you will get there. As long as you keep moving, you will get there. But it's up to what you want to do. See, the man that raised me taught me about living in simple things, taught me about planning, taught me how to live and be okay, what to wear for certain occasions, how to push forward for certain things, how to give to others. Even though they may not understand what you're doing, push on them harder and watch them grow and get better. I was a young boy from the projects, going from military base to military base because of my grandfather. One thing that my father figure told me was, when I came here when I was 14, he sat down on that stool and said, "Let me help you. You did everything on your own, let me help you." Then he said, a little bit later, he said, "Keep trying, keep living, be the best that you can, no matter what. Always live with dignity and simplicity. You don't need all those lavish things. You can get full off bologna, you can get full off hot dogs. You don't have to have filet mignon all the time. You can always have a good life with simple things. With that, I learned to keep one foot after another. I may not have what I want all the time, but if I keep my head down enough, if I project myself enough, I'll gain all that I need. Some people out there buying the most fanciest things, trying to have the best friends, trying to have the best things surrounding you, but when you're strapped down to your bare minimum, you'll see the people around you start to diminish. People that call you every day start to diminish. It's not that many folks. Then you see your real friends. You'll see the real people around you. You'll see the real people that change your perspective. To do this, you must be willing to listen, change your life perspective, willing to be yourself, willing to keep moving, keep striving, keep going, keep living. Because sometimes it just takes one foot after the other. I learned to change your perspective of life. You gotta look at yourself. You gotta look at yourself and keep moving and recognize it. I learned about myself that I was too busy helping everybody else, but too ashamed to let somebody help me. I learned about myself that I was too prideful to let somebody in, but everybody else around me telling me, man, you work hard, but you not even letting nobody help you. I remember back in college, I was at MTSU. I was surviving off ramen noodles because I was too proud to call my parents, to call my family and said, hey, I need some food. Until I called one of my daddy's fraternity brothers. He's from Kappa Alpha Psi. And when I was younger, I used to do plant sod, cut grass, plant bushes, make money. I called him and I said, hey, if it's all right, can you come get me and can I come work for you so I can make some money and go get me something to eat? I did just that. He started to pick me up. He called my daddy and he said, boy, don't you ever do that again, but I'm proud of you because you tried to do it on your own. But you can always call home. I didn't understand it then. I didn't think about it then because I wasn't too busy looking at the problem. I was trying to get through. I was trying to get by. And a lot of us in life, that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to get by. And we keep moving. We don't look up enough just to ask for help. It took me till I got to the end of my 20s to realize, man, I'm doing so much more harm to myself than good. Come on, excuses after excuse to find different ways for folks to help me, but I'm too afraid to say it out loud in my mouth. Sucker stuff, man. But at the same time, pride will put you in that place. You know you in need, but you're too afraid to ask. So you keep moving. I had to come to realization. I called every person I thought I hurt by me doing stuff like that. I said, you know what, I apologize. Because you were standing there for me. You was there for me. You had everything I needed. You was reaching your hand out to me, but I wasn't reaching back. You gave me every situation that I could have, but I wasn't reaching back. But I kept moving, but I wasn't realizing I was hurting myself. And I was hurting you because you was willing to help me, but all I was doing was this right here. And looking at myself. Sometimes you gotta put that pride aside to get the new you. Sometimes you gotta keep moving, looking forward, but at the same time looking at yourself. And understand that if you want to go forward in life, you want to do better in life, there's some things in you that you gotta break. And as I keep moving, I keep sweating. And I sweat and I sweat. And the more I sweat, the more the old things are coming off of me. More of that fatty acids is coming off of me. Just like when I'm exercising. But I want you to understand, in life, if you want the real fatty acids to come off of you, you gotta let certain stuff go. You gotta let certain things in your life go so that you can get what you truly need. You may not have much right now, but over time, if you just keep moving, stay to the pace, you'll gain all you need. And I learned that over my time of living. My folks used to say, you may not understand it right now, but you'll get it over time. You will learn it. And same thing happened to them. Same thing happened to me. I learned by paying attention to what they said. And when they came up in life, when I became an older man, I recognized what they truly said to me. And that came with changing my frame of mind. I'm showing you this today because I want you to keep moving, but at the same time, be willing to stop and change your thought pattern. As you sweat through life, change who you are. Change what you see in front of you so that you can get the size you want, so that you get the motion that you want, so that you can get the lifestyle that you want. You can't get nothing unless you keep moving and keep recognizing. This is how we change our frame of mind. This is how we change the way we think. This is how we change the way we walk. This is how we change the way we talk. This is how we change everything else. But we gotta keep moving. I'm at 60 meters right now. 60 meters. I'm almost there. And sorry, I had the measurement wrong. 100 meters on here is actually a mile in distance. So, excuse me on that. So, I'm doing this video this morning to say, what's your choice? What's your frame of mind? What you trying to do? What you want to do? What you willing to do? Who you willing to change? Who you willing to get away from? Who you willing to make a difference with? Because I guarantee you, if you don't do it for yourself, do it for them children. Do it for your family. Because I'm gonna be honest, I see so much cycles in my family of people not messing with this person just because, or this person not messing with this person just because, or some people pass on traits to their children. I choose to break generational curses. And I know I'm no better in certain ways. There's certain things that happen in my life where I learn to forgive, but hey, I keep certain things at a distance because, hey, God said forgive 7 times 7, but he didn't say be no dang fool. And sometimes people misconstrue that. I love my people, but at the same time, until they can meet me where I'm standing and we can come to accordance, I'm gonna keep moving. And I'm gonna keep praying, I'm gonna keep going. And that's how life is dealt. But certain things that you see that's bad in your family, do your best you can to break those curses so that the seed that you bear when it come out, it won't be the same. You can't be the same person that your granddaddy and your great-granddaddy and all of them were, your great-grandmama, your granny, your auntie, your favorite cousin, your favorite teacher. You can be the best as you can. You can do the best you can and be the best person you can. Be the best woman you can. Be the best man you can. And it'll be all right. sometimes the measure of a person is what you do when you get up, but at the same time, it's what you do when you change your frame of mind. And I want you to understand that. I want you to see that. Because sometimes it takes so much just to do that. To give to somebody, it's not even yours. To raise a child, it's not even yours. To take somebody in, it's not even yours. To teach some child, it's not even yours. Teach that man or that woman something that's not even your responsibility, but to do it anyway. That's how you leave your mark in life. Teaching somebody something. And as you keep going and you transform their life, you may not understand why you're doing it right then, but later on, you'll see the fruits of your labor. I went from a kid that barely knew how to read and write, that was teaching myself, taking time to let somebody else help me, starting at the Kumon Center and then going forward, went from a CF average in high school to a 2.8, graduated. Going from a 2.8 graduated to getting my bachelor's in college. Getting my bachelor's at a 2.6, 2.7 to now to gaining my master's at a 3.56 to a 3.6. Now I'm gaining my doctoral degree. All because somebody chose to plant a seed in me. Somebody chose to help me. And it took that time to change my frame of thinking, to change my frame of mind to the point that here I am today. Father of one child, man of one wife for 5 years. Came from the bottom, came from nothing. Came from struggling, came from house hopping every year, every 2 years, every 3 years. Trying to help take care of my sibling. Trying to learn about who I am. And all it took was one man, one woman to become my mother and my father figure to teach me the right way. Some people get it twisted. You don't have to have your biological parents. Your mother and your father does not have to be blood. But the one that raised you and put the stuff in you that you need, it's all you need. Now that don't mean create a bond with your biological parents. You do it if you can. But if you can't, oh well. It'll come over time. But somebody has to plant a seed first. And I say all this to say, to plant the seed of change, to change your frame of mind, it starts with somebody being there with you and somebody helping you. It also starts with you being willing to change and look up sometime. You may be born of somebody else. You may be transformed of somebody else. But I guarantee you, it'll all change over time. I'm 85 meters in. 85 meters in. And I'm still sweating. Stuff is still coming off. These stuff is still changing. But what does it take? Time. Time. Time management and time value, dignity and simplicity. Worth of work. Things like this transform a person to the right measure. But this comes with recognition, comes with changing your mind, comes with changing your walk, comes with changing your stride. But it's up to you. What you want to do? What do you want to do? I hope you understand this. I hope you can understand my walk and my talk. And the reason why I am the way I am. I get on here not for myself, but to transform somebody's life, because we're coming into a digital age This is how you younger folks get to the camera all the time. You're attached to that phone all the time. But if I can just touch your life for the 1 second, I've done my job. Well, that's all I want to tell you. I'm about to finish my mile. I'm about to finish up, and I'm about to keep going. But see you later. It's time to change your frame of mind.